Welcome back to the Success Portal in a whole new year. Today I want to talk to you about harnessing your energy. If you are going to be successful, you need to understand how your energy levels wax and wane throughout a 24-hour period. Biochemically, the body goes through different changes throughout the day. And these changes are attributed to cortisol levels. So typically what happens when you wake up in the morning, your cortisol levels begin to go up. And by the time one reaches about 8 a.m., cortisol levels are quite high. What are the important things about cortisol? Cortisol is a hormone that is released from your adrenal organs. What cortisol does is that it helps you to become more alert, and it's part of you coping as a stress response hormone. So in the morning, it tends to be higher so that you can deal with all the pressures that are involved during the day. But as the day proceeds, your cortisol levels begin to go down. And there is a correlation between cortisol levels and your sleep cycle. Because by the time you are sleeping at night, if your cortisol levels are quite high, it becomes difficult to sleep. So the body has a way of releasing cortisol and other hormones associated with activity and the stress response at certain times in the day to help you cope with the day's activities. So there is a correlation between cortisol levels and your level of alertness. And I see that, for example, if I've been working throughout the night and I've been quite tired, and when 8 o'clock comes, and at 8 o'clock I start getting new bursts of energy, and I feel like I could work even longer hours, though actually I worked throughout the whole night. This is because of the release of cortisol, which helps you cope in a stress situation, and you suddenly have this burst of energy. So if you're going to be successful, you need to understand how you operate, or how your body operates at a physical level. In order to be successful, you need to maximize your energy levels. So, for example, when you wake up in the morning and your cortisol levels are picking up, this is the time that you've got lots of energy. And people vary. Some people are kind of morning people, some people work best during the night, but you need to understand yourself. So from a physical point of view, in most individuals, when you wake up in the morning, you wake up fresh and you want to do a whole lot of stuff. That is the best time to focus on your most important tasks. That's the best time to focus on the activities that are going to produce the best results for you. For example, if you are a student, that might be a very good time to actually pick up a book and study, because you are much more alert, you are fresh, chances of you actually retaining the information is going to be very, very high. And the chances of you being able to reproduce or recall this information is going to be very high, because you study that information when you are most attentive and you are able to engage most of your faculties. Therefore, your retention capabilities is going to be much more superior as compared to a time if you studied when you are feeling tired. Start also using that time when you've got lots of energy to meditate is also very useful. And using that time as well to do some physical activity like exercise when you've got lots of energy, it's going to be much more beneficial. So it's very important to enhance or maximize on your energy levels. And then by the time the day begins to proceed, or eventually you reach the end of the day and you've got least amount of energy, this is when you must focus on tasks that are important but not as mentally involving or physically involving. For example, maybe you could this is the time that you could read a fictional book or book just for entertainment, just to kind of wind down, because this time you want to begin to prepare yourself to rest your mind, rest your body.
But what I noticed is that when some people wake up in the morning, the first thing that they do is to get onto social media. The first thing that they do is that they start chatting to people, and they wake up in the morning, and the first thing they do is watch TV and allow a lot of information that might be potentially negative to enter their belief system and their thought life. So that is not wise, because when you use your energy in that manner, you are wasting your energy. So when you wake up in the morning,
and it's a time that you are most alert. It's the time that your energy levels are very high, and you waste that energy on social media, you are actually shooting yourself in the foot. Because when you actually come around to doing something productive, you are too tired. You're too tired to meditate. You're too tired to study. You're too tired now to go to the gym or to take walks. And that will actually affect your productivity and your journey towards achieving success.
So it's very important to guard your time jealously, and guard not just your time, but your energy levels. You need to make sure that when your energy levels are at peak, you use your energy for activities that are going to bear results for you. They say that time is money.
But I want to also say to you, your energy is also money. Because if you do not have energy, if you do not have the physical, mental, and emotional vibe and energy, even if you have the time, you cannot maximize the time without energy, without motivation, without that vibe, without that vigor. You cannot maximize that time. So time is money, but your energy is also money. That's why you must guard your energy jealously. Don't waste your energy on activities that will not produce results for you. Even if it is a short time that you are doing that particular activity, if you can focus on it with an appreciable amount of energy, concentration, and you're engaging your faculties, you are going to be able to get very good results. For example, if you're a student and you can only study maybe in the morning 1 hour, but that 1 hour is uninterrupted by social media, it's uninterrupted by any form of entertainment, you're just focusing and all your faculties are engaged in that study period, you're going to have better results than somebody who studied 2 hours or 3 hours and they were distracted, or they didn't have as much energy or focus. You're going to have much better results.
So your energy is actually a precious commodity for you, and you must be jealous of it and not allow people to waste your time with activities that are not going to produce results for you.
Thank you so much for listening to me. This is Dr. Franklin, life strategist on the Success Portal. Till next time, goodbye.